Funeral service for Mr. David Kelly, age 84, of Franklin, Tennessee, will be Saturday at noon from Sears Chapel Church in Rockford, with the Reverend Bill Bogan officiating. Burial in the church cemetery. Visitation prior to the service, 11 until noon at the church. Mr. Kelly died Monday, September 24th, in Franklin, Tennessee. He was born and raised in Rockford, graduated from Auburn University, and a veterinarian in Memphis, Tennessee for some 40 years. Courteous and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Memorial service for Rebecca Becky Ann Powell, age 71, of Childersburg, will be Saturday at 11:30 from Courteous and Son Funeral Home, Childersburg Chapel. Visitation 9:30 until 11:30. Online memorials at courteousandsonfunerals.com. Ms. Powell died September 25th at Brookwood Baptist Medical Center in Birmingham. Courteous and Son Funeral Home, Childersburg Chapel, directing that service. Al Coleman, age 42. Mr. Coleman passed away September 26th at his residence. Funeral arrangements to have been announced later by Sunset Memorial Chapel. Online, sunsetmc.com. That's Mr. Al Coleman, age 42. Mr. Larry Dean McCrimmon died September 25th. Arrangements to be announced later by Community Funeral Home. Online condolences at communityfuneralhome.org. Funeral service for Mrs. Thelma J. Nettles, age 70, is Saturday at Mount Zion CME Church in Alpine at 1 o'clock, with the Reverend George P. Hill officiating. Burial in the Mount Zion CME Cemetery. Visitation today, 1 until 8 o'clock at the funeral home. Ms. Nettles died September 21st at Grandview Medical Center in Birmingham. Online condolences at communityfuneralhome.org. Community Funeral Home, Sylacauga, directing. Funeral service for Derek Dwight Chapman, Sr., better known as Snoopy, age 46. That service will be tomorrow at noon from Shiloh Temple of Deliverance Church, with Bishop Donnell Jones officiating. Interment in the Pine Hill Cemetery. Mr. Chapman died September 20th at Citizens BMC. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. Anniston Funeral Service, directing. Funeral service for Mrs. Gladys Marie Satterfield, age 91, of Goodwater, will be Sunday, September 30th at 2 p.m. from the chapel of Radley Funeral Home. Dorothy Scott will officiate. Burial to follow in the Mount Olive Baptist Church Cemetery. The family receiving friends 5 till 7 o'clock on Saturday evening at Radley Funeral Home. Miss Satterfield died Wednesday, September 26th at Goodwater Nursing Home. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Radley Funeral Home, directing. Miss Slapper Inez Wright Tolbert of Alexander City died Wednesday, September 26th at Arbor Spring Nursing and Rehab Center in Opelika. Funeral arrangements to be announced later by Wright's Funeral Home of Alexander City. Visitation for Mr. James Milford Patterson will be Sunday from 5 until 7 o'clock at Radley Funeral Home. Mr. Patterson passed away Wednesday, September 26th at his residence. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Radley Funeral Home in Alexander City in charge of the arrangements. These obituaries this morning brought to you by Courteous and Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361 for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. It's Courteous and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.